The passage chosen for today's devotion from Bible is Matthew, chapter 18, verses 15 to 20. Reconciliation is very important, Jesus says, as he recognizes that differences will occur between believers. All important is how these differences are dealt with, so he outlined some key principles while allowing that, sadly, restoration of fellowship may not always be possible. Holding discipline and grace in tension is not easy, but Jesus calls his church to practice tough love. The notion of going directly to a believer who has offended you was similar to Jewish teaching at that time. The key aim is that the offender should respond properly. Yet if this initial meeting is not successful, then it is necessary to gather evidence carefully in case later evidence is needed of what happened. Synagogues often evaluated local disputes, and Christians transferred this function to the local church. The requirement of 2 witnesses fulfills the command of Deuteronomy and remained the procedure among first-century believers. However, if the offender still will not acknowledge they are in the wrong, then the Christian community should be made aware of the offense and then disassociate itself from that person. The phrase, a pagan or a tax collector, suggests a hope that, despite the barrier at that time, there remains a possibility of forgiveness and a new start, as there was with Jesus' relationship with such people. Matthew probably remembered that, because he had been a tax collector. So care and a loving attitude should go hand in hand with such discipline. Paul's aim was also restoration. This is all very challenging. But Jesus promises his blessing on action properly taken to try to reconcile believers to one another. When differences occur between you and a fellow believer, what do? Applying these verses appropriately needs a local church that is marked by trust and integrity, as well as love for one another. Is your church like this?